Hi, my name is Bhumanand Barik and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will be learning about a new algorithm, that is decision tree. This is an introduction video about decision tree. So for its remaining components like entropy and information gain, I'll be creating a separate video. So let's proceed with decision tree. Decision tree is a supervised learning method. It is used in machine learning. It is known as decision tree because the logics are represented. If it is represented graphically, then it seems like a tree. You might have seen binary tree in different computer programming. So in this method, in this algorithm, the graph is represented as a tree, and this tree has different nodes, which are called decision nodes and leaf nodes. If you see the definition of decision tree as per Wikipedia, a decision tree is a decision support tool that uses a tree-like model of decisions and their possible consequences, including chance event outcomes, resource costs, and utility. It is one way to display an algorithm that only contains conditional control statements. It is a supervised learning method. In this method, I have already made a video on different types of learnings in machine learning. Supervised learning method means the method in which already output column is having certain labels. So based on labels, the model will be trained, and when new data will come without any output column, that they can predict based on the training set. So basically in supervised learning method, output column contains certain kind of labels on which it is trained. So decision trees basically looks like this. So here first an attribute will be considered as root attribute or root node. If you see these are called this is root. If you see on the screen, there is a root node. After root node, when root node is split into two different nodes, those are known as decision nodes, and based on decision nodes it will be split up to we get a leaf node. Leaf node is especially the kind of node which is not split further. It means purity, when purity comes in the leaf, purity means, I can say, in next slide I will show you what is the reason of purity, what is the meaning of purity. Purity means there will not be two conditions or more than one conditions there. So our goal through the algorithm is to bring the purity so that we can come to a conclusion based on certain decisions, or we can take the decision based on certain rules. So here decision tree is basically used for both regression and classification method. I have already shown how classification happens in logistic regression in a different video. Regression means if the data increases, then what will be the data accordingly, or if the data decreases, we can find out the increase or decrease of like output based on certain training module. But classification is already the label is present. Suppose two options are there, yes or no, present in output column. From the output column we have to decide whether it belongs to yes option or whether it belongs to no option, or more than two options are present, like suppose in output column there are three labels: young, kid and old. So out of these three labels, the model has to find whether the data belongs to young category or kid category or old category. So that is classification kind of problem. I have already made videos on this. Each node corresponds to an attribute. Attribute means here feature. In a data set, there will be some columns and some rows. You can consider a table like that. In SQL or Oracle, we might have seen certain kind of table. In that, in attribute means columns and records means rows. So here Each node is corresponds to an attribute. In this decision tree algorithm, the most common algorithm which is used is known as ID3 algorithm. ID3 stands for iterative dichotomizer. So I'll explain you how ID3 algorithm works, or what is exactly ID3 means. What is dichotomizer means? Dichotomizer means dividing something into two opposite parts. So let's see how it works. If we see, the attribute is weather. So in this weather, hot weather is there, cold weather is there. So simply, if we divide the weather into two opposite parts, this is hot and this is cold. So this division of something into two opposite parts, like we have divided here hot and cold, is known as dichotomizer. So by using this iterative dichotomizer method, decision tree algorithm works. So ID3 means iterative dichotomizer. You can see there are some of the options present already in cell column, but here in the new data, if the new data comes, we won't be having this cell column there, or we won't be having data in that cell column. So there in that cell column, we need to find out what will be the cells. So in this way, the problems will come in like machine learning and data science. So here already labels are present. Some labels are no, some labels are yes. So in classification kind of problem, such kind of labels appear. So the algorithm needs to choose to which label the new data belongs to. It is able to handle both numerical and categorical data. So I can show you on the screen. If you see this data set, this age column is having some numerical data. You can see like 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22. Such data is present in age column. And in student and occupation, you can find there are certain labels. So labels are basically here categorical data, and this age column is a continuous variable, or it is like numerical data. As I have shown you, first here our goal is to predict the output column. So I have shown you our output column was cell column. So in that there were two labels like yes and no. So it, like for the new data, it has to be predicted whether it belongs to yes category or no category. So how the algorithm works and how the decision tree algorithm works, that I'll tell you right now. First, root node is decided by algorithm, then root node is divided based on labels present in it. Let's understand how it works. On the screen we can see the data set is present, in which cell attribute is there, age attribute is there, student, occupation, income, all such attributes are there. Here cell is the target attribute, because this cell what we need to find out, and these remaining attributes is known as independent attribute. This cell attribute is known as dependent attribute, because this cell is dependent on these remaining attributes. So here what we need to find out, suppose in decision tree we are choosing an attribute age attribute we are choosing. So this age will be split further. So here we can choose like age less than 25 and this side more than 25. So in this way the attribute which is selected will be splitted. Here age we are taking as a root node. So as we are like dealing with a classification problem means in our target variable, target attribute, there are some sort of labels. Here we are having two labels like yes or no, two labels like yes or no. So out of these two labels we have to choose whether we have to proceed with no or whether we have to proceed with yes for the new data. So after splitting this age, we found the subset. In that subset, it has to be checked how many target variables are present, and out of those target variables, how many yes is present, how many no is present. So in this way also, this subset also divided. In that subset also we have to again find how many yes variable is present, how many no variable is present. Suppose here we found 30 yes and we found 70 no. Here we found like there is only yes present here, there is no present here, 100% yes. So all 100 data or whatever the data present, that is only yes. So here this side we can see the mix of yes and no present, and this side only yes present. So in this way this side will be pure data set, purity is present here. This side it is impure. Impure means here both no and yes both are present here. So if the node is having impure data set, then it can be split further. If it is having pure data set, then it has already reached to leaf nodes, then no need of splitting. So as we know, if only yes is present, then it will be pure. If only no is present, then also it will be pure. If both yes and no is present, then this subset will be known as impure subset. So this impure subset we will be dealing when we will be studying with entropy and information gain. That time we need to know about purity of data set. While splitting, we are considering the attribute. This is root attribute. So post splitting, split is done based on labels. Whatever the labels present in that particular attribute, based on that label it has to be split. So we have taken here the example. So let's take below example of laptop sales in which there are 5 features available. 5 features means age, student, occupation, income and sale. Where 10 records available, you can see all the rows, there are 10 rows. In this data set, we need to predict whether the sale will happen or not for laptop. So here, first age feature is taken for splitting. Once age feature is split, here we are splitting it into 2 parts as I have explained on the board. So we are considering certain rows in where like the age is below 25 and certain rows where the age is above 25. So it is split based on the age 25 threshold. Then subset will look like this. You can see on the screen some sort of data which is present here. The age column is not exceeding 25, and this side if you see like age is above like 25, 35, 38, 40, so like this. Each subset contains some no and some yes. If you see the target column, here there are some red marks and some green marks. So green is basically here yes and red is basically here no. You can see on the screen. So each subset contains some no and some yes. Hence each subset is not pure. So it should be split further with help of different attributes. So both the subset which is derived from this age attribute is not pure. Both are impure subset. So as I have already told, if it is impure subset, then it can be split further. How the split will appear? The split has to be done on separate attributes. Apart from age, there are some different attributes which are independent attributes, independent features. So based on those independent feature, we have to select some other features where based on which feature the split will happen. So let's take income attribute and occupation attribute for further split. If you see the data points, data set, here occupation is one of the feature and income is one of the feature. So we are considering these two features based on which the splitting will happen. The decision node is income here. The income feature is selected and income is split into two other parts, that is less income and high income. And for both the subsets which derived from income, you can see the cell column. Here most of the records are no, only one is yes. And here for high income, only one column is yes. It means high income subset is not required for splitting further because it has already reached its purity condition, or it already became a pure subset. That's why it is not required to split further. Here less income is having very less amount of error, so it also should not be splitted further. Here if you see occupation, you can see here in occupation, feature is also divided into two parts based on certain levels, like job and business. So in job there is only one record, and that's why it is a pure subset, there is no other records. In business also we can see here there is no red mark, it means it is already a pure subset. So we have already reached the subset where the subsets are quite pure, so there is no requirement of splitting further.
Support missing values. So if missing values are there, it normally doesn't work. Second thing, this decision tree, it is basically can lead to overfitting. Overfitting means it will fit properly in training model, and while testing it does not fit properly. So that is known as basically overfitting issues. So to reduce this overfitting issue, the algorithm came like random forest, in which this issue was resolved. If any small change is appearing in the data, then the decision tree structure will be different. That's why this decision tree is not stable. Stability is not there. I'll be creating a separate video for its different terms. The terms is known as, I'll be creating a separate video for entropy, how entropy is necessary in decision tree. For information gain also, I'll be creating a separate video. Something is called Gini coefficient. For that Gini coefficient also, I'll be a separate video I'll be making, and pruning. So all these concepts I'll be explaining in my further videos, and about a different algorithm I'll be coming up with a separate video. If you like this video, please share and subscribe. Thanks a lot.